Okay, welcome everybody to our team call. It's July 3rd, 2018. This call is casual, and the reason is because it's a holiday tomorrow, but it's also casual in the sense that we need to recharge and refresh our goals for the next 6 months to the end of this year, as well as until Summit next year. We had so much fun, and it's important that once you get home, we're already like 2 weeks, a week and a half from Summit, and it's easy to let that momentum kind of simmer down, and you're like, oh, you get back into your routine. And I want to challenge all of you to not get back into that. You want to be refreshed and recharged, and the important thing is that we do that together, and that's why the team is so important. We set goals, we do all of that, but when we have the accountability of our team and we're pushing towards goals together, it's way more fun, and it's just more exciting, right? Like, it's not me, it's not just you, we're a team, and we're doing that together. And that's one thing, like, I think about Christy, and I know Cinthil, they do power calls together, but doing live power hours together, like, we're all working, and it's so fun to work together because then you know you're not doing it alone, right? So I really want to pull on this team aspect after Summit and talk about what some of our goals are, as well as just kind of recap a few things. And I know I'm missing a ton of them, but for those of you that weren't at Summit, those of you just need a recap. I'm just going to go over a few things that are launching, and everybody else who attended that remembers something else, and please chime in because I literally didn't do any research. I'm just pulling what came from my head. So the first thing that I'm most excited about is pumpkin spice Shakeology. That is going to be limited time. I think it's September. We'll be getting more information, but it will be in the fall season. Once it's a 14 pack, and once it's gone, it's gone. So they're seeing, it's like a test to see, like, hey, do people like kind of that like special edition, Christmas flavored, fall flavored? And if it goes well, I'm assuming they're going to come out with more flavors like that that are seasonal, kind of like Starbucks. So I highly recommend when that comes out to get it, because people love pumpkin spice, and then you're going to be able to share about it. So that is coming. Transform 20, that's the second thing that I'm most excited about. It's a new program by Shaun T. You'll be hearing more about it. It's going to be set up just like Lift 4, where you can get VIP access. And so that allows us to build volume by sharing the program, doing test groups before it launches, and on Beachbody On Demand for everybody. And that, I believe, there was a few different dates. I heard that it would come out in December, but also in January. So we'll be getting more information on that. But it's a 20-minute program. It uses a bench. There's going to be no crazy Shaun T like tuck jumps and all of that. So that's like an awesome piece about it. If you like are sick of all the crazy impact moves, I don't know how many days a week it was. Do you remember anybody?
Was it 6?
Was it 6?
Again?
Either 6 or 7.
6. Okay. So those were two really big ones. Now I'm pulling away from no list. Transform 20, pumpkin spice, the Shift Shop. I know Laura can't talk. She probably remembers everything about the Shift Shop. What do we need to know about the Shift Shop? Tell me about it.
It's called Proving Grounds, and it's basically like a revamp of Shift Shop. Since we started doing the 80-day obsession launch, they're going to relaunch Shift Shop in that manner. So there'll be new challenge packs to come out with it. And there'll be 2 new workouts, kind of like if you've ever done Insanity Max 30, the cardio challenge, where you'll be forced to like test yourself. How many of this can you do in a minute? How many push-ups can you do? Stuff like that. So you have a benchmark to measure against week to week. I'm not sure what else, but I know that's coming, I believe, in September and October. So there'll be new launches with that too.
Okay, perfect.
Can I add something just along this line, Kate, or will that distract? I just want to make sure everyone understands, especially those of you who are newer, of why they relaunch or doing these program launches, which are requiring us to pay more to buy into Beachbody On Demand. And I just don't know if everyone understands that. So when they launched Beachbody On Demand, a couple of you who were at Summit maybe heard some of the coaches say that last year was a really hard year. And that's because we stopped acquiring volume at the rate that we were acquiring volume. When people would purchase a new program, every couple of months when they finished, they would have to buy a new DVD set and whatever if they wanted to move on to the next program. And volume is what drives income in our business. And so people were signing up coaches and challengers, but there wasn't any way to continue to accrue volume. And so that's why they started doing these launches, is so that we have the opportunity to drive that volume up again in our businesses, and also to keep offering customers engagement into a new program. So if you're wondering, and if you have people asking who are coaches on your team, I know what I had a moment where I was like, wait a second, I'm spending like $30 every 2 months at least to like, just to be in a program. But then on the business side of things, I understand that's what drives our volume and helps us continue to build income. So if you have challengers asking who already have Beachbody On Demand, just really push that exclusivity every time. So try and get them into that exclusive test group, especially now this one. I have a couple who are like, well, I'll just wait till it comes out. And I'm really trying to drive home that, sorry if it's loud, doing it together the first time as a test group is going to be way more impactful than like we did Shift Shop altogether, or not Shift Shop, 80-day obsession altogether. So anyways, I just wanted to share that in case anyone was wondering why we keep having to add on.
Yes, thanks for sharing, Chrissy, because I think that is really important. Like, why are they doing that? And the volume. And that's why it's important to join and to be one of the first to go through a program. And it allows us to be exclusive. Like, those are exclusive groups. Not everybody can be in it. The other cool thing that's launching is the 2B Mindset Mentorship Certification. And this is going to be awesome. Whether or not the 2B Mindset worked for you, I mean, everyone does not need to do this. I recommend it because it may not be the nutrition program that's best for you, but it is the best for a lot of people. And when people are battling like mindset things, sometimes it's hard to know what to say or how to best guide them. And this program, this certification, is going to give you the tools and resources to best help your clients and people that are going through that 2B Mindset program. That will be launching this fall. And then I know there's tons of other like exciting new things, but isn't there anything else that was major that I'm missing you can think of?
Did you mention Shaun T's program coming out in
Yes.
January?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. Well, we are going to chat a little bit about goals and what your goals are for whenever. And this is going to be optional to share. But I know that I was talking with Laura and she's like, we need to have like a very goal setting call. And it's important to share with each other because, like I said before, we can help hold each other accountable. And then once we're kind of done with that, and maybe I should do this first, because I know that sometimes it's easier to talk, and this way I can share kind of what our plan is as a team. So I'm going to backtrack, and we're going to talk about a group that we are going to be launching. It's going to be 30 days. And this is for business builder coaches. And what it's going to be called, Cindy, Christy, and I will be leading this. It's called Phase 1. Phase 1, wait, what did I write down? That was a really good name. Because it all goes back to Christy's call about Phase 1 activities. And that's where we want to stay. That's how you're going to grow your business. Where did I put that? And it's going to be 30 days. It's going to be starting on Monday. All right, guys. Oh, here we go. Phase 1 focus. So it's going to be a group. It's your choice if you want to be in it. I don't care if it's just, I mean, obviously I want everybody to be in this group, but it's going to run even if it's just Cindy, Christy, and me, because we want the accountability too. We're going to be doing the actions every day that we need in order to grow our businesses. So it's an accountability group. It's going to be on Facebook. Every day, you're going to have to pick what type of tracking system you want to use. You get to pick whatever that's going to be. But every day, 5+ days out of the week, you have to share a snapshot of your list, like crossed off what you got done. Whether or not you didn't get it all done, whatever, right? But you're going to be sharing that as accountability within the group. And that's the daily assignment, just posting it. We're all going to be going through the same personal development book together. And I know that sometimes, like, I kind of was like, back and forth about like, well, everybody's working on different issues or different things that you want to grow in. But I think as a team, it can be super powerful to go through the same book together. And so what we're thinking we'll do is we'll put a poll in the group. We'll open it up either today or tomorrow. It doesn't start until Monday. And we'll have like 3 books. And we'll do a poll. Whichever book wins, that's the one that we're going to read together. Because I think then when we're struggling with something, we can say, hey, what about this? Do you remember reading this? And you're going through that together. I think it's super important. We'll be picking a book. And then at the end of each week, we will have a Google Sheet that you will fill out, and it's just going to be a benchmark. There's no like, you are terrible, you didn't do this. Like, that's not what this is about. It's just to gauge your business to see, like, how many people did you invite this week? How many people did you invite to the coaching opportunity this week? You know, it might have workouts, you know, that kind of stuff on there too. So there'll be a Google Sheet with a check-in, and we'll be sharing all of the like recommendations of what we recommend each week. If you want to 10x it, right? 10x just meaning I'm going to blow this out of the water because I want to move faster than everybody else. So we'll be filling that out every week. Another piece is sharing our income. And so that is going to show, and you know, there's a chance like you may have reached out to a ton of people, but you're going to see your income grow maybe in 2 months, right? But it's important to share that because then you can see like, okay, Christy is reaching out to 100 people each week, just connections, right? But let's say she only invited 1. You're going to see that impact in her. And so you can see that with that income progression as well and what you earned that week. Then the other piece is the requirement will be listening to the National Wake Up Call each week, and then 1 other business training. So that could be your team call. That could be just going on YouTube and listening to Bonnie Engel on inviting because she's super awesome at inviting, like something like that. And it'll just be marking it off. Like, it's not going to take, I'm not even going to say that. Like, I kind of came into this thinking like, this isn't going to take a lot of time. Like, this is going to be fun. Hey, this is your business. You got to make time for your business. And if this is important to you, you'll do it. If not, you won't. The other piece of this is you get one day where you don't show up. One like free pass. And then when you don't, you're out. So that's kind of from the Josh Coates. This was a training that Josh Coates does, right? And if you buy into this. If you don't do it, you lose your mentorship with him. And I think it's important that when we are pushing as a team together, when one person drops off, when 2 people drop off, it impacts me. It makes me go, man, where's everybody going, right? So if you go and you're not showing up, you're out. You get 1 pass. And that we're doing that, like Cindy and Christy are doing that because we want to grow too, and we want that accountability too. So anyways, that will be kind of the basis for the group. And remember, like, if you have a week where you don't get as much in, as long as you show up in the group each day, that's what matters. So there'll be a few pre-assignments and things like that we'll be sharing within the group for those who actually want to participate. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And if we are fired up, we need to like take advantage of that, and we will moving forward. The last thing that I'm going to share before we kind of go into some scary goals is we have a new coach training. And Cindy and Christy and I, if you haven't like heard about this, we each kind of created our own virtual academy. And we shared different videos with each other. And we kind of were talking at Summit, and we're like, we need this to just be easily accessible for everyone in our downline, whether they're like, whatever, if their coach is working or not, we want to have a training for everyone. So what we are going to do, and we encourage you to listen to the videos too. I can't wait to listen to Cindel and Christy's because I know what I shared, but I know I'm going to learn from them as well. We'll be doing that set up as units on our team page. So on Monday of next week, we will be sharing that team training daily. So it'll be saved, and then it's a social learning unit. This is the first time I've done this. I know Cindel and Christy have both done this before, but when someone joins a team, they just go to the team page. They will then have access to these learning units, and they can go through the training themselves. So until you want to create your own team training, this is what you can use. And I'm super excited about it because I know that we put so much time and love into this training, and it was just a few months ago, but it hasn't, like, the way that it's set up now, not enough people are getting access to it. And so this way everybody will have access to it. Does anybody have any questions about any of the stuff that we've just shared? And then we'll kind of go into goals. Who's going to join the accountability group? Natalie Tipton! The reason I did this was because I knew you were going to not put your hand up. Peer pressure. It's beautiful. No, this is totally up to you. If this is not something you want to do, that's fine. I totally get it. But I also believe it's going to move your business forward like crazy. Okay. So we'll move on to kind of some of the takeaways from Summit. And I am not going to share first because I was learning about leadership. And sometimes when you do share first, it stops other people from sharing. So Cindel, Christy, and I are not going to share first. We are going to encourage the coaches who attended Summit. You can either share, and we're not going to go until 2 o'clock. We have 10 minutes. And then we will pop off because I want you to just share a tad. So take time, a little bit of time, but then share and move on for somebody else to share. And then reach out to your upline coach to really kind of go through your goals and help coordinate, how you can get there. So who wants to go first? You can either share from that list something that you want to implement immediately, what your next goal is with a date, or where you want your business to be at by Summit of next year.
I'll go first since my kids are currently cooperating. Probably my biggest takeaway from Summit is that once you finally believe in yourself, it gets a lot easier. And that it really is as simple as just doing the vital behaviors. Just inviting, just connecting with people, doing your personal development, which is something I don't hate doing it. I don't make time to do it. Mm-hmm. So that's something that I've been trying to do. And my goal is to be Star Diamond by next Summit.
So you're going to be walking across the stage next Summit, Laura. Yay! Oh my gosh, I can't wait to be there. Like, this is going to be exciting. We needed somebody up there from our team. So Laura.
I think we need a lot of people up there,
Oh,
right?
yeah, we need a lot. There's no reason, right?
I think we should all be up there next year.
I agree.
And wear like matching midriffs. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, who is next?
I'll
Natalie.
go. Oh, Natalie, go
sure?
ahead, Nat.
Can you
Yeah,
guys
go
hear
ahead,
me?
Nat.
Yes.
Okay. I'm in the car sitting outside World Market. I'm parked. Don't worry. But I think my biggest takeaway, you guys, real quick, from Summit was all the amazing stuff we got to do at the conventions and listening to all the top coaches and the speakers. but truly and honestly, the biggest takeaway, and like it gives me goosebumps thinking about it, but being with the team and meeting every single one of you in person and connecting with you in person, the team dinners that you organized, like my heart is like pounding because it's bringing me back to that feeling of we all got to be together and we all got to experience it together. And that is unlike anything I think that I've never experienced that before in my life. So I'll be there next year. I'll be a 1-star diamond and I'll be walking across the stage. Bow show. I want to be diamond by December and then 1-star diamond by Summit.
That's totally doable.
Yeah.
And I completely agree. Like when you were talking, I just wanted to cry. Like, I just wish we all lived in the same place, but it's not an option. Okay. Okay. Ashley, you go next.
Hi, ladies. Can you hear me? So my takeaway from Summit was, and it's part of my goal, is I want to be as consistent in my business as I am in my health and fitness, because I really feel like I got a good handle on my workouts and my nutrition, but I feel like I wasn't making that intentional time every day to do actions that are going to grow my business. So taking an hour at least every day and doing some inviting. And the other thing I implemented is a success partner. So Brittany Ring and I are partnering up. And also, I with that implemented that any of my downline coaches, we're going to have office hours on Sundays at Starbucks and just sit side by side and work. So we did our first meeting this Sunday, and Christy joined us, and we talked about a lot of things, and then we hammered out some invites. So that was cool and fun. It's fun to get together and work like your coworkers. So that's kind of my goal. And then also, I know this is like a little ways off, but I have a home office that I'm putting together, and I think it was like Emily Farber Fit who said she had up on her like board what she wanted to accomplish, and I am going to put up there 15-star diamond because that's what I want to accomplish. I know it's big and lofty, but it's possible if you believe. So anything's possible, and I just losing limiting beliefs really struck home with me, and I know that I'm supposed to leave that call, so I'm excited to leave that call with you guys too. So there are no limits, so that's where I'm at mentally. So let's do this.
Yes. And the crazy thing is it's just don't quit. Just keep going. You're going to get there.
Keep going. Yep.
You are going to be a 15-star diamond. It's just a matter of when, right? So
right. Same with fitness and health goals. You just don't quit.
Just don't quit. Just show up for yourself
and
others. I love it. Yay! I'm excited for you. Okay. Alicia, do you want to go? Or Sarah?
My kids are being crazy. Maybe you want to go, Sarah? Do you hear
us? Or Bree, I see, is on too. And then girls who weren't at Summit, we'd want to hear your goals too. So it doesn't matter if you were there or not.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay, sorry. That's like kind of loud. But all the things that the other girls said about Summit, so I won't repeat those things. And then just using where you're at. Sometimes I think that I need to be somewhere else to be of value to the world. I don't know, to my potential clients, but I am right where I'm at, and that's an okay place to be. And that is going to be helpful to my, to the girls that I want to be on this journey with. So that, and then I want to be on stage next year with my team. Like Natalie said, there's something so powerful about being there together. And knowing that even though geographically we're separated, that we're working towards a common goal, and then to be able to stand next to your teammates and celebrate each other's successes. Like, I just feel like that's going to feel really good, and I want to feel it.
Well, I feel like it was so cool when Sindel and Christy were on stage together. Like, they got to go up together because they were celebrated for the same thing. So if you like align with people that have the same goals with you, how cool. Like, I have FOMO. I'm a person that gets FOMO, so I missed out on that. But anyway, I think it's so cool.
You probably could have come up there with us and they wouldn't have even noticed with the 5 million.
I love it. Does anybody else want to share? Bree, Jasmine, Megan?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I'm just pulling into my garage and I just hopped on and I have no idea what we're talking about. Goals?
Goals. Yeah. Was there any like big takeaway or you want to share your goals, whatever kind of is on your heart post summit?
Oh my goodness. So I kind of heard you guys talking a little bit just in the last 2 minutes that I hopped on. Okay. But I would say definitely the energy of Summit and trying to just keep that. When you're there and everybody is like-minded, it's so easy to be fired up and excited, and then you get back into reality and you're out of your bubble and it's kind of hard again. And so just trying to like stick together as a team and keep that energy and keep that excitement that we got there. What else? Megan and I talked about this the other day, but like, don't try to create things, just document. So instead of trying to like fake this moment or try to create this big scene of something, just document your life, because that's what we're essentially selling, is a lifestyle. And so I thought that was really nice and kind of freeing, honestly, to me. And I feel like it's made posting a lot easier for me. Sharing is because I'm just sharing my lifestyle rather than trying to create a moment that I feel like is share worthy. What else? Those are kind of my big things, I think. And then as far as goals, like this month, I have a hefty goal. And so I'm shooting for Success Club 24, and we'll see. I'm going to do the best I can to get there. And so I'm going to do it.
Bree, I just have to say, like, I'm totally girl crushing on you. Your posts have been amazing for the summit, and I'm screenshotting every one of them. I'm gonna do some version of them. They've been awesome, and you can totally tell they're just coming from the heart. Like you said, you're just sharing what is real for you, and you can totally tell. So.
Thank you. And, Laura, thank you. I really, really appreciate that a lot. I think I overthought it. I was holding myself back. I overthought every little word and thing I wanted to say. And now I've just started just literally sharing what's on my mind. And it has been nice. So thank you. I appreciate that.
I love it. Thanks, Bree.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to share? Alicia.
Okay, I kicked my kids outside, so maybe you'll be able to hear me now. My goals for next year, I want to hit Success Club every single month until we get there. That'd be huge for me because I do want to change lives, And then I'd love to be 1-star diamond. That's my goal. It's a big one for me, but I'm going to push for it. And I also need to consistently post. Sometimes I feel like I see everybody else posting about the new programs or whatever. And so then in my mind, my friends have already seen it, when in reality they haven't. So I really need to work on that. And what I took away from Summit is that we're all different, but we're all working on the same goal. And it's nice to know that we're all like sincerely here for each other. We sincerely want each other to do well. And just the power of you guys was just amazing. And then I keep thinking, what if Kate never made the decision? Then Cinda wouldn't have, Christy wouldn't have, Kendra wouldn't have, and then it wouldn't have changed me. And so then I need to not let fear stop me. So I'm trying to overcome fear. I don't know if that all made sense, but that was going through my head.
No, I'm just taking notes because I'm like, I get you, right? Yeah. Think of all the people that are waiting for you to share this with them. And if you don't ever share this, then
I'm cheating them.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Yep. They deserve it too.
Alicia, I think that's so powerful because if you think about when we were in Lucas Oil and there was this huge stadium full of people and every single one of those people had a person reach out to them and invite them.
Right.
And like here I am like, oh, should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I?
You
like,
should
what?
Give them the opportunity. That's the way you need to think of it, as you're giving them the opportunity.
And if you don't, somebody else is going to, right? Anybody else want to share their goals? Jasmine?
I share my goal. Oh, go ahead, Jasmine.
Oh, I don't know. I think I just need to get back to it a little bit. I don't know. Sindel and I talk a lot about how my plate is so full right now, and we're expecting a baby this fall, volleyball season again. So, I don't know. I was really in a good place with my business for a while. I was doing my power hour every single day. And then like towards the end of volleyball season hit last year, and I just got really overwhelmed. And that's when I started backing away a little bit. And I do miss it. And luckily I have a lot of ladies who've stuck with me to still do challenge groups every single month. And so many times they've said over and over, thank you so much for inviting me. I've even had some that have gone right up to delivering their own babies and telling me how easy it was because of sticking with it. And so I just need to get back to that and inviting again. And I think one hard thing for me is knowing who to invite. So I kind of need to refresh myself on that again, because I kind of feel like I've used up my pool of college friends, and around this area, like Cindel has talked to everybody. So that makes it a little more difficult too. So,
but there's so many more that relate to you than relate to me. Like, this.
Yeah.
Jasmine's a lot nicer than I am, you guys. People usually like her more than me. That's just the norm. But one thing I do want to point out is Jasmine has totally stuck with doing the fitness. That is something she's always been dedicated with. And you guys, if you ever need to take a step back, you have to keep something. And I feel like that's something Jasmine's been really good at, is she knows that she has to focus on herself first. And she's still keeping those ladies accountable. She might not be actively reaching out right now, but she knows when she's ready, she's going to jump back into it. So I'm just going to put my words out there.
Ashley who said it, like, I'm really good at like keeping up with my own fitness and nutrition and accountability for myself and for my challengers. I just need to get back to the inviting and reaching out again. So, yeah.
Thanks, Jasmine. I'm just glad to see you on here and see your face. And I know Megan, you're on the phone. Did you want to?
I am, and I'm driving, but I won't look at you guys, so
Okay.
I'll be somewhat safe. I was at work early. For me, it's been really hard juggling a full-time job, and because I get yelled at if I'm on the phone during the day, even though my boyfriend's our office manager. He's like really mean to me, so he's not showing that he's playing favorites. So for me, and I've talked to Brie with this, that it's really hard to like juggle a full-time job. But for myself and personal growth, I'm taking like an Instagram build your business class right now. It's like a 4-week class, and it's guaranteed to build your business 2 to 3 times, so or your money back within 30 days. So I've been working really hard. I'm my 2nd week into that right now. And so that has really helped, because there's homework there to help keep me accountable, help me really focus on building my business Instagram wise. And so maybe I haven't been doing inviting as much because I'm trying to follow like her proven method, And so that I'm really excited about. I'm going on vacation here, and I've been in 2 weddings this summer. So it's like excuses of me not taking the time to dive into the business and kind of like learn it, because I'm still very new. I'm only like 2 months in. So the business side of things, but goals for me is just to, on this vacation, really read up and watch training videos and just kind of take the time to build the business properly, rather than jump in and then look at like somebody I don't know. But some good news, my cousin came up to me at the wedding and asked what I was doing. She's been following me and wanting to reach out, but she was like really nervous to do that. So that was kind of nice.
Thanks for sharing, Megan. Okay. And then I think we have Megan Weigel, right? Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm on here.
Do you have anything you want to share?
Of course, no. I obviously was not at Summit, but I lived through everybody multiple times through all of your stories and everything, so it was fun. Except I had a pity party at home, but it was fine. One of my goals has always been to meet the Success Club every month, and I've been doing that. but I feel like I'm selling myself short because I'm take like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days into inviting, like right before my next challenge group. And then I'm like, okay, cool, got Success Club, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be a goal of mine, is to not be satisfied with being where I'm at, I guess would be a goal of mine. And inviting more throughout the month, I guess, would be something for me.
I love that, Megan. And I think it's so true. Like, if we all would just keep inviting after hitting Success Club, like, think about how many more people will help, how, you know, sometimes you're like, wait, I'm just going to wait for that person for next month because then I can go towards my Success Club next month and then I won't miss next month. That used to be my mindset all the time. That's terrible. Like, then you're like, just this forever, right? You want to be like this, more people that you can help, that you can manageably help, right? You have to be able, I have not listened to the full call from the National Wake Up Call yet, but you have a duty and a responsibility after they sign up. So anyways, and then Sindel and Christy, did you want to share quick, just real quick, and then I'll share quick too.
It's a takeaway from Summit and then a goal?
Yeah, or just, you know, if you like aren't sure on one or the other, you can share that at a different time, whatever you're comfortable sharing with.
Okay, I'll share really quick because I have to jump off. I have a client coming because I, you know, anyways. So my biggest takeaway is on leadership a little bit, and just how I haven't been a leader. Kate, as you all know, is such a good leader. She's easy to fall back on. And so taking some ownership of that and really trying to figure out what that looks like in our team and what my role is. And the other was on the very last day, and I don't know if I had told any of you gals except for Kate and Sindel who were there with me, but on the very last day, sorry, it's loud, we were eating breakfast and a woman like came up to our table and said to me that she had been following me on Instagram and that I inspired her and that she doesn't follow like any other coaches and just, I don't even know what she said because I literally started like ugly sobbing at breakfast like a weirdo and like cried for like the next 10 minutes. But it was the reminder that like what you do matters, right? And that was the whole time at Summit was what we do actually matters and changes people's lives. And there should never be a moment where you think, like Sarah said, should I reach out? Yes, you should. Because you're not offending someone by saying, I want you to have a healthier life. If someone is offended because you want them to have a healthier and better life, then, I mean, I don't even know what to tell you, right? So what you do matters and what we do matters. And if only one person ever gets the feeling from me that I've impacted their life in that way, then that's enough for me. So that was my big thing. And my goal is just to step into leadership this year, which means more consistency, like Kate said with this group, and not stopping at Success Club. And I've been really just proud of myself for being consistent in that area, but I want to up my game. So
thanks, Christy. Sindel.
I could echo everything that Christy said. I think that was probably a big takeaway for most of us was that what we really do, it matters so much. And you guys, we can so get stuck into, I'm so alone, what was me, blah, blah, blah. I think the big thing, just having more people there, because I feel like every year it's gotten better, right? A little bit better, a little bit better. You know, the takeaways, I think for us that have gone multiple years, the takeaways are always like pretty, you know, the same from the first year that we went, as far as like, you have to stick to the basics, you have to invite, like all those things are like logical. And sometimes you have to hear it about 1,000 times before you're like, oh yeah, there is no secret magic thing. But there's always like some bigger takeaways from it. And I know for me, it was really just the community that it is so important to really build more of, like doing obviously we do our team calls, but like the power hours. And I'm a total introvert, you guys. So I kind of like just doing my own thing and not having to depend on other people. And like, yeah, it's all to me, whatever. And I think it was just another refresher of, it is so impactful to work together and really just build together and do these goals and help each other reach them. Because I also, the introvert part of me, like to set goals and maybe tell like Kate and Christy, and then be like, and please don't really hold me accountable to it. Like, you know, you want to kind of like hide behind it. So, so here's my big goal, you guys, so you all can hear this and not just myself. I would love to be premier by the end of the year. So in order to be premier, you have to be a 2-star diamond coach. And then there's also other little qualifications that you have to meet. But I would love to be elite by, you know, Christmas of next year, you know, kind of give yourself that 18-month thing is, and elite is 5-star. So it's that leadership part that I know I have to embrace and, you know, build better leaders with me. So those are my goals. Kate, let's hear yours.
I'll echo what you guys said about leadership. And I think for me, I used to always second guess my ability. And I'll sometimes hear other coaches say like, I'm afraid to lead because I don't know if I can do it. And I want you to know that like, I feel like that too, right? You just have to own, and I'm telling myself this, like just own who you are and share what you know and support each other. And that's really all you need to do as a leader, and hold people accountable. So I think for me, it was just owning who I am and the leader that I am, trying to get better, and not always second guessing the things that I do or I say on team calls, because we all have so much value to add, and we just have to like believe that. So I think it's just that belief within myself, and like I can echo Laura isn't on anymore, exactly what she said. Like it's so much different when you believe and when you see that team community. So that's kind of my biggest takeaway. And then my scary goals. I truly believe our team can be elite by the end of this year. And that is 5-star, like just like Sindel said. We are all on track for points and all of that. So it's scary to me and it makes me super nervous, but it's so possible. So elite, I want to be a superstar diamond. I don't know. I don't have an end date, kind of like Ashley, but that's what I want to be. I want to be in the Millionaires Club. And that is all because I'm not quitting, right? So I see that long-term goal, whether it's in 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, 2 years, like I believe that I'm going to be there. And I want you guys, you know, next year by Summit, I want to help you get to your goals and whatever those are. So I think like that's going to be the success for me, is seeing like you reaching those goals, because that means that I'm reaching my goals too, right? When we support each other. So those are mine. And then I'm going to say bye because I promised this wouldn't be until 2:00. But I love that everybody shared and was willing to share, because I think that that's scary. I made note of just about everybody's, but I think for those of you that are going to be part of that accountability group, we need to post those goals in the group, make them seen, so that we all can like hold each other accountable. And so when Kate doesn't show up one day, which I'm not going to do, you can say, Kate, do you remember these goals that you said you wanted? And so we can do that for each other, whether it's now or whether it's 5 months from now, to just remind us of the vision that we have. So, hey guys, does anybody have anything else?
I just have to add one thing really quickly, and you guys will all see a post coming out soon, so I want you to give Kate a lot of love on this post as well. But she just reached Diamond in her second business center. Lifetime, right? Lifetime Diamond. That means she held it for 6 weeks. And you guys, that's huge. So not only is this her second business center, meaning that she made it past 2-star, she was 3-star, was able to open up a second business center, and now that's Diamond. Like, that's huge. So
thank you.
I think you're awesome. And I'm so glad we have such a rock star leader on our team.
Aw, you're sweet. Thank you. It's exciting, you know, and it's fun when you can like, you still always have goals, and it's fun to like keep going diamond and keep going emerald. And that's all you have to do each month to get to your goals, is just add 2 coaches, add 2 coaches, add 2 coaches. So, okay. Thanks, Sindel. You're so sweet. I hope you guys have a good week. Next week, I'll be reaching out to everybody who went to Summit, and we will be assigning who will be speaking each week. So I can't wait to hear from each of you. So look at your calendars, find out what dates work. And then even just go into the message thread now, since you already know, when do you want to lead? Okay, so then we have a schedule planned. Okay, bye guys.